Hi, this is Shelley Kraft, and welcome to SNNLive. We're coming to you live from the Cambridge House Resource Conference 2012 right here in Vancouver, BC. I have Toby Strauss, who happens to be a PhD, so we can call him Dr. Strauss, from Belvedere Resources, symbol BEL on the TSX Venture Exchange. Toby, welcome to SNNLive.
Thank you.
It's good to have you. Let's get right into Belvedere.
Okay. Belvedere is a junior producer. We're on the Toronto venture, and all of our operations are within Finland. We have a producing nickel mine, which is currently producing about 2,200 tons of nickel in concentrate from a nickel sulfide mine each year. This is giving us cash flows of between 3 to 5 million euros a year, depending on the grade that we're mining, and at the moment we're working on a number of ways to further improve that based on the nickel. The first way is we're going to be lowering our operating costs we're looking at reopening the open pit so that we will be able to supplement our underground workings. This should lower the operating costs, but it will also allow us to fill the excess capacity in the mill, so that we should also get the double whammy of lower operating costs and higher production. The cash flow that we're producing from the nickel, we're going to be using to open our first gold mine, the Kopsa deposit, which is a gold-copper mine about 15 kilometers from our nickel mine. And the idea is we'll get that into production in 2014 and truck the ore to Hitura for processing. We have permitting in place at Hitura for a new tailings to take the gold material. We're waiting effectively on the environmental permit to actually mine at the mine site.
Finland, I love Finland. So you're North Finland, correct?
Yeah, we've got projects all over Finland, but our main center of operations is sort of west central Finland.
Mm-hmm. So what's that near?
It's near the port of Kokkola, which is where we ship our concentrate out from. But we have railways. We have. It's not like working in the same latitudes in Canada. We have excellent infrastructure covering the whole country.
So you actually, how long have you been in Finland?
Well, I was working for another company in the mid to late 1990s, but I've been operating in Finland since '96, and Belvedere's been there since '97.
So you live there?
No, I live in Dublin, but I don't speak the Finnish language, unfortunately, at this stage. But senior management live outside of Finland. We are, of course, a Canadian-listed company, and you need the English speakers really for that. But all of our operational management takes place within Finland.
So what's your background?
I'm a geologist, exploration geology, did a master's in exploration geology, and then I did a PhD on a gold project in southern Finland.
So you kind of know your stuff, huh?
Yeah, say this way, I've been around Finnish geology a long time, and I know what we're looking for there.
So who buys the nickel offtake?
At the moment, we have an offtake agreement with Jinchuan in China, and we've got it so that it's a 2-year duration. It is not an exclusive offtake agreement, so we can potentially sell to other buyers as well. But the agreement we've just signed with the Chinese gives us a floor price for our nickel, which is currently above the existing nickel price.
That's nice.
It certainly removes our downside risk.
You know what I like also? It's that you're reinvesting your money from production back into the company. There's something to be said for that, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I think we're of the same mindset in the company. We feel that the assets we have at the moment aren't necessarily going to be our star assets in 5-10 years' time. We think Finland is the right geology, the right location. It's got zero corruption, your tenure, it's an excellent place to work, and it is totally underexplored. It's covered by glacial deposits, only 5% outcrop, and the indications are that there are going to be some big deposits to be found there.
You know, I'm starting to hear more and more and more about Finland. And, you know, I remember when I spent time in Finland, and the largest manufacturer that I met was a company that exported fishing lures.
That's right, Rapala, I think.
Rapala, right,
yeah,
exactly.
That's right.
And now look what's going on. I mean, Finland is becoming a quiet resource haven, isn't it?
Well, it is. I think what's been interesting is in November, Anglo American announced a very significant discovery: nickel, copper, PGE, up in Lapland. We've got First Quantum have the Kavitsa project that they're bringing into development up there. There are a lot of very large projects coming on stream or due to come on stream in Finland over the next while. And on the gold front, we've got Agnico Eagle's Kittilä deposit. You know, all of these are large deposits, and it's starting to bring...
How big do you think the gold project is?
Well, our one?
Yeah.
Our one, you know, the first one we're bringing into production is not going to be particularly large. It's going to be 300 to 500,000 ounces, I imagine, but it's at surface and we have the infrastructure in place. There's no investment involved. But it is basically a way to get into gold production quickly. We have about 4 or 5 different properties surrounding our mine, which is obviously where we're going to put our focus on initially and hopefully find us a multi-million ounce deposit.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to summarize this by saying you're a pure Finnish resource play. You're not outside of Finland, you're in Finland, you have, it's very so civilized. I mean, let's be, you know, it's a gorgeous country too.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a Finnish play, correct?
Exactly.
Okay, so for more information, what is your website?
Belvedere-resources.com.
All right, Belvedere-resources.com. Belvedere is spelled Belvedere, symbol BEL on the Toronto Venture Exchange. I want to thank you for coming on to SNN.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you.